Time for a change in personnel. So could they be onto something here? And he cuts out the supply. Gerrard. And it's Palmer. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Gerrard. And that will be it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. And he's quick to return it. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Batistuta. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Shevchenko. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kelantan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Aimed at the far side. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, important interception. And he's there to belt it away. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. So it is still 0-0. Drogba. And now the breakaway. Space for him to turn and look, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Gerrard. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Cafu. Now it's Rivaldo. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. And he's there to deal with it. Shevchenko. Marmoush. Cafu. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, well played. Stoichkov. Oh, he's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He can run onto that. Van der Ven. Cafu. And it's Batistuta. Probing pass. Batistuta. And it's Rijkaard. Rivaldo. Spread out to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. France are looking to go forward now. Well, that pass isn't the best. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. He's on it, can he get away? It's Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Kelantan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Gerrard. Gerrard! Oh, it's hit the post! The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Great chance here to level it up. And this is Shevchenko. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. And this is Gerrard. Saka has the space to scheme. And that should get the job done. And smartly reclaimed. Drogba gets it away.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Rijkaard. Cafu. And here's Batistuta. And he cuts out the supply. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. France finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo. And this is Rivaldo. He slings it, he's rising! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Stoichkov. Nicely weighted ball. He'll try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
France have their second corner now. Tacho with the clearance. He's having a pop! And that is wildly off target.
Cafu clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Drogba is onto it in a flash. Now that's well seen too. Cafu.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's having a hit! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He's having a good look here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Oh, great feat, that.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. France still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Ibrahimovic! It's bounced back off the post. Now the delivery.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little
Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Can he stop it going out? It's a throw-in. And he's had it nicked away. Marmoush is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Marmoush being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Now it's Drogba. And here's Batistuta. And it's Batistuta.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach. Shevchenko! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here?
Attention, changement.
Corner number 3 coming up. There's the shot! And that's a tiny finish. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't...
It's Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Drogba back and defending.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Deftly away. Batistuta. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
France have reclaimed it. Cafu has found the net here, of course.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Tries one from range. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 22, le numéro 24.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. And they've got rid. Where it came from. Beckenbauer carries the ball down the right. He's picked his way through. Beckenbauer. Lofted in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Cafu tries to play it through. Dani Olmo. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Foot in. And the referee brings it to a close. France were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd... Stoichkov! It's hit the upright. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
Roberto Carlos, Ibrahimovic, and this is Ibrahimovic. That's going across. Surely now! Off the post! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Roberto Carlos. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos. Some really good ball movement. Kimmich looking for a runner. That has been cut short. Distributed tidily. Now it's Stoichkov. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Rivaldo. That's going wide left. Still goalless. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rijkaard. Cafu. Now that looks a decent ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Kelantan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2, then. France have the chance to go the other way. Oh, played right into his path. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
Might want to be careful there. France are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Applies the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, good fly! Goal, France! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 21.
And it's Rivaldo. Davis. Davis delivers. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
France making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now, what about a counter-attack? Saka. Oh, this is a very good run. Pressure coming in from all directions. France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Van der Ven calmly anticipates.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Kimmich. He's had a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That'll be a corner. Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Rijkaard can get it clear. Now, can they get it back? And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Drogba.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Saka receives it in a wide position. This possibly the last play of the half. Rijkaard! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. France just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
France have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And he's there to get it away. Aimed beyond the defence. Very nicely done. And this is Shevchenko. Chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Zanetti tries to clear. They're up to 5 corners now. Definitely not one of his best. And he's managed to get rid. Rivaldo. That has not gone well. Now there's the clearance. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side.
Zanetti.
Can he get on the end of this? It's Drogba! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting. And the shots! Goal! France! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Threads one in. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Another chance from a corner. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. Wriggles his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Sabani.
Zanetti.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's Rivaldo. Cafu! Oh, this is a terrific run. And he's straight offside. Marmoush. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Davis gets into a good position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's an imaginative pass.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get it through? And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. À sa place, le numéro 18. Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Marmoush finding himself in space. Time added on 4 minutes. Davis, he's found a way through. Now the ball in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Zanetti. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. Now it's Shevchenko. Orban cuts out the pass. That's that, the end. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
Rijkaard.
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Drogba. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's in on goal! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, one of the most talked about defenders is this fella, Alphonso Davies. Hailing from Canada, which is not exactly a country known for its football, but proving a huge hit after his venture into Europe. In fact, just about everything about him is unconventional, playing style and career path.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cafu, and it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo! Rivaldo finding himself in space. Rivaldo quietly revving up. Cafu. Cafu showing great feet there. He's found a way through. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. Rivaldo plays it short. Rivaldo has crossed into them. Oh, good effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that could set him on his way. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Zanetti gets on his bike and on the move. No, that's been intercepted. He's looking wide. France
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And he can clear it away.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kelantan have their second corner now. That Has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos threads one in. Great ball, and the shot! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. France presented with a golden opportunity here. This for the lead. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 13.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes. France have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
France have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rivaldo really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stoichkov providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the... Oh, he's been caught napping! Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that should get the job done. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Stoichkov is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Kelantan have the chance to go the other way.
Zanetti.
Sabani. Here's Rivaldo. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Zanetti. Roberto Carlos. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
France with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely spread. Roberto Carlos. Pass is just off target. And he's hit it long.
Rijkaard.
Van Dijk. And here's Marmoush. Aims beyond the defence. Pings in across. And that has been knocked clear. Out towards the flank. Saka. And this is Stoichkov. A header! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are...
Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bastoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Can he get it through? Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lloris getting this one clear. And this is Drogba.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Stoichkov absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, no joy this time. And this is Batistuta. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Bastoni. An uncompromising challenge. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Davis. Marmoush is the guilty party there.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good take in a good area. That's put paid to the danger. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Marmoush is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Stoichkov. Great ball if he can get there. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Stoichkov. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now, can they get him away? Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, can he get onto this? Marmoush.
Such good technique.
Marmoush proves just a little bit too strong. Batistuta's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Saka. That's Rijkaard. Oh, can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Stoichkov is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
So, third corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Looking for the far post. And now they can spring out of defence. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nicely aimed pass. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Drogba. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Van de Ven. And here's Marmoush. And it's Kimmich. 2 minutes to be added on. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played in. Towering header! Deftly away. And I think we're done! Yes, we are done! And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
One colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Shevchenko.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Drogba! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Shevchenko. That's really nicely played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Foot in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Davis. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Batistuta in with the challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Kimmich.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ibrahimovic, shot a goal! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And the shot! It's a goal! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Orban. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Kimmich wins the duel this time. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Looking to play him in. Always onto this. And that's a real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good effort! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think...
Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And Stoichkov! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? And it's Kimmich. This might spell danger. Decent chance! Oh, good finish. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
France may be down, but not out just yet. Van der Ven cuts it out. Great vision. Great chance! It's a goal! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's starting to look like a done deal now. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And here is the first touch of the second half. France not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Van der Ven. It's Saka. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Batistuta. Marmoush. Batistuta! And that was very necessary.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's run loose here. Kimmich.
Marmoush really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's Drogba! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Zanetti. Rivaldo. Van der Ven clears. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Stoichkov. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. Cafu. Kimmich, who's set up 1 goal so far. And this is Batistuta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the pass is intercepted. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Saka. Rijkaard. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Batistuta. Shevchenko. Batistuta. Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So where will he go? Brilliant save from Alisson!
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Saka. Shevchenko! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Chance to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Zanetti.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Davis.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. Davis. Hangs in across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Marmoush. It's Kimmich. Cafu.
Zanetti.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Davis. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That's the keeper's ball. France have the chance to go the other way. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Roberto Carlos, foot in. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Cafu.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Cafu. In with the challenge. Roberto Carlos. Now Davis. And the return pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's going wide left. And this is Stoichkov. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van der Ven makes the interception. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Batistuta. Little pass back. This is a promising build-up. Well, now here's a good battle. Marmouche! Zabani has been caught there, it's a foul. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Aims beyond the defence. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Batistuta. No goals as yet. Drogba, great chance! And the ball's come loose here. And he can clear it away. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Rijkaard.
And it's Stoichkov.
Zanetti.
Nicked it back promptly. Davis. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Orban.
France are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Kimmich gets on his bike and on the move. Zanetti goes sliding in. Cafu.
And Zanetti.
Cafu. And it's Rivaldo. Spread it left. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's nice. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kelantan with the corner, there first. France are looking to go forward now. And here's Rivaldo. Shot, surely! It's in! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Kelantan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos. Davis delivers. Impressive jump. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Zanetti. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Rijkaard. Looking for a runner. Cafu gets over and intercepts. Stoichkov. And here's Marmoush. Stoichkov. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rivaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. Now it's Stoichkov. And that's another good win of the ball. Zanetti, good purposeful running this. Cafu. The ball goes in. Oh, good climb! And he's stuck it away. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And Marmoush! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cafu plays it in. Alisson deals with that nice and simple. No, he's not getting his way this time. He's looking wide. Davis was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Kimmich. Cafu. Marmoush. Marmoush! Off target by a whisker. Cafu. And it's Rivaldo. Knocks it into space. That's a throw. And this is Drogba. Oh, shooting chance!
Rijkaard.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh no, this does not look good. Rivaldo, look at the space. Bullish header! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control. That's a sharp pass. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Batistuta.
France really have been second best here, second to every ball.
And Marmouche! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Zanetti.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 22.
Zabani. Here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard running with intent.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Confirmation
additionnel.
that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, that's a key interception.
Zanetti.
And that will be the final act. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. And Marmoush! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That is good progress on the left. Rivaldo tries to get it clear.
You know, Peter, even from up here, I can sense a quiet determination from Rivaldo. Someone who's always let his football do the talking.
Yeah, and his shooting especially, he has one of those genuinely piercing shots.
And tremendous skill as well, and imagination. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rivaldo was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And he's there to belt it away. Cafu cuts it out. Drogba. That has been cut short. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Neither side yet able to find the net. Shevchenko. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Stoichkov. Dani Olmo. And it's Van Dijk. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Rivaldo. And the counter is on. Now it's Drogba. Chips it through.
Drogba clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Batistuta. Shot could be on. Oh, that's a fine interception. Zanetti. That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van der Ven spots it and intercepts.
France are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rijkaard can get it clear. He's had a shot! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Played with speed from back to front. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zanetti. And here's Drogba. Can he finish? It's in! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
You felt it was coming. 1-0. Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's been given away. Marmoush. Dani Olmo.
Rijkaard.
Is the team's great visionary.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is good alertness. Rivaldo.
Rijkaard.
And this is Shevchenko. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's really well cleared. Kimmich. Marmoush is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Good effort from distance. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That has not gone well. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Thinks about the shot. Kimmich. France are looking to break at pace. And it's Batistuta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kimmich, heading backwards.
Rijkaard.
Kelantan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
He's having a pop! France have their second corner now. Zanetti attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a good ball. And a shot! Oh, good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Kelantan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in every...
And the finish! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, well played. And he's there to get it away.
Rijkaard.
Marmoush. Oh, red. Nice interception. Roberto Carlos. Front-footed pressing going on here. Rivaldo has been caught there. It's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Ibrahimovic. Cafu is onto this. It's Rivaldo! Sensational from Rivaldo! He's got himself an absolute peach. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Kelantan find a position of real strength now. Decent chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
France have their third corner. Zabani is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's been shifted off it.
Rijkaard.
Dani Olmo. And that's gone loose. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
3 minutes.
Van der Ven. And here's Shevchenko. And he's managed to get rid. And he cuts out the supply.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. Dani Olmo! And he couldn't finish.
Dani Olmo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rijkaard getting forward. Shevchenko, he has a look up. Chance for a shot!
Well look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
No, he's managed to misplace that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
And he gets rid in a hurry. He's had a shot! And he's managed to get rid. Marmoush. Well timed, excellent interception. So Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rijkaard. And this is Drogba. It's Ibrahimovic! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Kelantan have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. Well, it's Batistuta. Zabarnyi gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Davis can get it clear. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Corner number 2 then. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a decent clearance. So, third corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
France are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to get it away. Just eases him off the ball. Rivaldo. And it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the right flank. Kimmich. Dani Olmo. Little pass back. Stoichkov. Stoichkov! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And it's Ibrahimovic. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's tidy. Dani Olmo takes a shot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Deftly away. And here's Stoichkov. Oh, he's having a go! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Dani Olmo certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Davis. Quick look, then plays it in. Bastoni gets it away. Shevchenko. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Referee has just said play on. It's a really well-measured ball. Roberto Carlos.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Zanetti.
additionnel.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic is fouled. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Chers spectateurs,
Some first-half thoughts?
A game of real excitement to wallow in, Peter. They've got a shoot-on-sight policy in operation, and here's the more.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side, and he's certainly onside here. He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, super ball. Dani Olmo tries one from range. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Impressive jump. They've scored!
Well, I'd love to know, Peter, what kind of chin-up the players got in order for that to happen so soon. Whatever was said by the boss, who's looking absolutely pumped on that sideline, really has given all of those players a renewed sense of purpose.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Hangs in across. Defending of the desperate variety. Marmoush absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Out towards the flank. And it's Rijkaard. Good take, and is he in? Great challenge, time to perfection. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Rivaldo. Drogba. Oh, he's big chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
And Marmoush! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Van de Ven. Kelantan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Played back. Rijkaard. Stoichkov! They've got to be quick to recover this. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rivaldo carries the ball down the right. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's looking wide. Pings in across. And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Roberto Carlos proves too strong. France's free kick then.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
And it's Shevchenko. He'll try from distance! And that's a real chance missed.
Shevchenko fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Well, the first goal came from this. Knocks it out wide. Kimmich. Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Drogba! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Kelantan have their third corner.
Girard.
And he's there to retreat. He's going for goal! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Corner number 4 coming up here. That is a brilliant interception. And that is well cleared. There's a sharp little ball here. Into the last 5 minutes. Drogba. A lot of space ahead of him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's going wide left. That's Shevchenko.
Temps additionnel.
5 minutes to add.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to
Gerrard. Roberto Carlos. Orban makes the interception. Roberto Carlos.
be. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And France can counter now. And that is the last of the action. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Stoichkov. Stoichkov delivers. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. France presented with a golden opportunity here. This for the lead. 1-0, just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 22.
France have gone to the bench and we've only just begun.
Well, the manager's clearly seeing something I'm not, because I can't see anything untoward.
Kelantan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Roberto Carlos. Zanetti. Tries to pass it through. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what a mistake! And it's Davis. Van Dijk. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard. He can run on to Shevchenko! And a neat finish! 2, and we've barely begun here. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Good read, needed to be. Defending of the desperate variety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Marmouche. France are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. And this is Shevchenko. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up.
And oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's having a good look here. Good ball, good take, and he shoots! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Spread it left. And that has left him in a heap. Davis got a long way forward to join the attack. And he was quick to react. Marmoush is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Roberto Carlos running with the ball. And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, played through for the wide man. Good take, and is he in? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. France have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things look... Stoichkov! Brought out the best in the keeper.
France certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Kelantan have the chance to go the other way. Davis. France can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zanetti. Kimmich gets a foot in here. And it's Rivaldo. Nicely intercepted. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And this is Marmoush. He's got away. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Alisson must save this. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful.
And Shevchenko! And he's stuck it away. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Stoichkov is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Can he get it through?
Temps additionnel.
Brilliantly cut out. Cafu. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Great vision, and that could set him on his way, and that is expertly dealt with.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
France have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. Hostilities have resumed at the start of... Ibrahimovic! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cafu, Marmoush, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The message is clear, none shall pass. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Little pass back. Ibrahimovic shoots! Zanetti. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Cafu has been sent off, just to confirm that of course that was his second yellow card. He's slipped, he's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. France presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. Brilliant save from Alisson! Oh, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
France have their second corner now. Oh, good effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Van de Ven has given away a free kick. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Zanetti has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Roberto Carlos. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kelantan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their...
Can he finish? No, it's wide.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. That has not gone well. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, sweet chance! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Where it came from. Great ball. And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! The great Ukrainian goal machine! A finish of true class! It hurts, It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Shevchenko.
Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
France's free kick then. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Look at the space here. And a chance! Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, great leap! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Yeah, it's all happening now.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, he's off, and you know what that means? Well, the law states that once you're down to 6 men, the match cannot be allowed to continue. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.